takes any number, whatever decimal value it has, it rounds it down. So 2.999 would go down to 2. And this is how we keep crazy long decimal value numbers, and we round them to whole values.
Is there a way to make it go to round up instead of round down?
I don't know if there's like a mass ceiling. Probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't. We're breaking the internet, guys.
There's too many of us.
Yeah, just doing too much. OBS, you coming back up, buddy? All right, there it is. All right, so again, this is ran many times per second. So if we don't do math.floor, we're going to get really long decimal values. We're going to get, if it's 23 seconds into the song, it's going to be like 23.10, 15 different numbers after it. So if it's 23.5 seconds, right, it'll take the current time, which let's say again is 23.5 seconds. It's going to round it down. Well, actually, it's going to divide it by 60 first, okay, which will put it into seconds, and then it rounds it down. Okay, and that, well, no, this is so let's say it was, you know, I don't know, 250 seconds in, right? So it would divide by 60, okay, which gives us 4.1666666. The math.floor is going to round that down, so it's going to put us at 4 minutes. Because we don't care if it's at 4.25 minutes, we only care that it's at 4 minutes. That's it. Because this is the minute. We're going to be doing seconds separately. This is the variable that holds the minutes. So this is why we're rounding down. We don't care that it's 4.32 or 2.56 minutes in. We just care that it's 2 minutes in. And we'll do the seconds separately. Okay, so that's the easy part. The seconds get nuts. Okay, seconds are really similar. So math.floor. Okay, so we still need to grab the current time of the player. And yes, I am. I'm throwing a modulus at you. Modulus is a little crazy. Okay, so what modulus does, it returns the remainder. Yeah, we're going back there. We're going back to remainders. If I had 4 modulus 2, it'd return 0 because there's no remainder. 2 divides evenly into 4. Okay, I think I pulled one up last night.
Did I? Many tabs.
I know. There we go. So I actually went in there and I grabbed this remainder calculator, right? So if I had 4, okay, and I divided 2 into it, the quotient is the answer basically, and there's no remainder because 2 divides equally into 4. Okay, so let's say the song is 125 seconds in. Okay, well, I don't want 125 to show up because there's 60 seconds in a minute, right? So that's why it's modulus 60. So if I had, so 125 seconds, right, and we divide it by 60, okay, well, it divides it divides 2 times, that gets us to 120, but there's a remainder of 5. So we know it's 5 seconds because that's the remainder. Yeah, so 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So we know the remainder is always going to have the amount of seconds if we divide it by 60 here. So if it's, 155 seconds in, okay, now we know it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So giving the remainder of this modulus 60 always gives us the second value. Kind of tricky math right there. It's fun. All right, so now I need a variable that's going to display the minutes and the seconds together. No, I think this is just the seconds, what I did here. So seconds display is going to be equal to, okay, here's some more fun stuff. There's a shorthand way to do an if statement. Okay, so up here we said, hey, if current song is equal to the length, okay, current song is equal to 0 and so forth. Well, there's a shorthand way of doing this, which actually I learned doing this. I didn't know this. It's kind of cool. So I can say if seconds is less than 10, right? If it's less than 10, I want to have a 0 in front of it. So it says 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4 as the seconds are counting through the song. The minute it hits 10, it needs to go 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 12, 13, 14, and so forth. Okay, so this is the condition. So if seconds is less than 10, then I put a question mark, and then I say what I do if it's true and what I do if it's false. Okay, so if seconds is less than 10, what I want to do is have a 0, and I'm going to add on to that whatever sex is equal to. Okay. If it's false, it's going to be equal to whatever that's equal to. So if this is less than 10, I'm going to put a 0 in front of it. So it's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. Okay, if it's not less than 10, I'm going to do what's after the colon, which I'm just going to throw seconds, because that means it's 11. That means it's 12. That means it's 32. Okay, so sec display is now holding the seconds of the song. This is really cool, by the way. I would kind of, if you're interested at all in programming, kind of lock that one in your brain, because this is very helpful. The cool thing about this is you can do an if statement and store it into a variable all in one line, where this way you can't store what the answer of the condition is inside of a variable. You can't do it. But this way you can, which is really cool. All right, we got like 3 more lines, people. All right, so now we're going to say we got to set the text. Okay, so we're going to select time. That's what I called it, right? So now we got to grab that div. Yep, ID of time. Dot text. Okay, this is the JavaScript way of inserting text inside of a div. So now that we've calculated the seconds, and then we have the seconds either having a 0 in front of it or not. Now we're going to stick that inside of the div with the ID of time. That's what dot text is doing. Okay, so the text inside that div is going to be min. Okay, because this is holding the minutes. Concatenate or add to sec display. And remember, this is happening multiple times a second. So this is consistently being updated with whatever minutes is equal to and whatever sec display is. Okay, remember this is showing off the seconds, and this is showing however many minutes we're into the song. So we're not done yet, but we should at least be able to, oh wait, did I forget? I did. What would I do? How do I put a colon in there?
You add it after, in the last line of the road, you add it after the mins?
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what to type.
Do you have to do plus sign then mins? Or the plus sign then the colon?
Yeah. Like that. So this takes whatever mins is equal to, adds a colon after it, and then adds whatever sec display is equal to. That. share.
Something to him, another reason. Storming from reason.
So that's all. Okay. What the heck is this last stuff?
You said you were gonna take a screenshot of your code?
Yep. It just died. OBS is back on though. Yay. All right, so I set up a variable called cur time for current